Okay, hello everyone. So today we will learn about basics of Microsoft PowerPoint. I will share my screen and I will type in my search box because I don't have PowerPoint on my desktop or on my taskbar, right? So I will type here PowerPoint and I will hit enter and it will start. When you start PowerPoint, here is a black presentation. That's what we need today. There are some other things that you can do, like make more fancy PowerPoints or make videos. We can learn in intermediate and advanced level. So here you see my mouse. So my mouse is on the top of this black presentation. So here you click double left and it will start. When it starts, you can see something here, double tap to add the title, double tap to add the subtitle. So let's start our presentation. Maybe our presentation today is, here is the Remembrance Day in Canada. So let's start our presentation on Remembrance Day. Remembrance. Okay. Now, what is the subtitle today? Maybe you are preparing, I'm preparing it from Vancouver. Maybe I will write my name by Noin Malik. And I can also write where I am right now and what is the time right now. Okay. Now, I think the typing tools are same as we did last time in Microsoft Word, using your keyboard and everything. We just have to, the typing and the font, everything is same. For example, if you see here, this whole section for the toolbar, on toolbar, sorry, for the font is same. This section is same as on the Microsoft Word, many things. This thing is same for copy and pasting. Insert section, many things are same as were in Microsoft Word. But the other things will be different, like you can see on the top in your toolbar, design, transitions, animations, slideshow, review and view are almost same. So recording, so these things are only different, okay, like recordings and other things are different. So now you want to go to your next slide. So what you do, you move your mouse on this slide, first slide, and either you hit enter and the next slide will come. So the first slide is basically a title slide of your presentation. It can be any title. I put a Remembrance Day, but it can be any title. It can be, for example, any topic that you are teaching, right? It can be Microsoft Office Day 1, anything it can be. It is the title of your presentation. So now I'm going to the slide number 2. Here it says add, double tap to add title. So here, for example, my first title would be, what is Remembrance Day? Right? So first slide would be the background slide or something like a definitions or something. So I will double tap, or I don't have to double, if I'm using the touch, so then I can do the double tap, but I am using my keyboard, so I just use the single left click and we can type. Okay, Remembrance Day, it is celebrated to remember the accomplishments and sacrifices of our veterans. Okay, now you want to write one more point. So what you do, when my mouse is here, I am simply hitting the button on my keyboard and then it is going to the next line. Okay. It is celebrated in Canada on November 11, 2020, number 11 every year. Okay. So you can add as many points as you want. When you don't want to add point, you don't want to have a bullet point, simply click backspace and hit enter. When I hit enter, then it went to the next line. Here you can even start a new paragraph, right? Or you can start a new sentence. You can even start note or whatever the point you are going to write, okay? Or anything. So even you can make it more decorated. So okay, first things were these slides. Now we want to go to the next slide. So I will move my mouse here and I will hit enter. And you see the next slide has started. Maybe in next slide I will talk about Remembrance Day across. Let's do this way. I want to make a mistake across the world. Okay, so you see here is just like in Microsoft Word. You see here a red line appear below this word because the spellings are wrong. So I will the same as in Microsoft Word. You move your mouse, you see this black blinking line. So I moved my mouse over this word. I hit single left. I click single left on the mouse, or the right click, single right click on the mouse, and the options appeared which word I am wanting here. I want across. Okay. So you can write it is also celebrated in USA, Australia, New Zealand, etc., etc. Okay. So New Zealand again. So I will click single left on my mouse and I will correct the spellings. Okay, so these are the simple way to prepare the slides, right? So let's see, let me hit enter, and in next sentence, next slide, maybe I need a table. For example, data about Remembrance Day. And here I want to insert a table, right? So what I will do, here are also the options. And now why I am seeing these options on my deck, on my PowerPoint, because my master deck is this way. I'm not sure how your master deck is on your computer. My master deck is saved as this way. In advanced level, I will show you how to create a master deck too. So maybe you are not seeing these options. So if you are not seeing these options, what you can do, you can go to insert, you see on the top ribbon of your computer. In the toolbar below insert is the table. You go to the table, you click the columns, and then you click the rows. You see how many rows you want, how many columns you want. And I got a table here now. Okay, so now you can even modify, like make this style different for this table. So again, when I select this table by single left click, you see my mouse is moving over the table. So I'm going to do the single left click. You see the table is selected. When I select it, just look at the top ribbon here, near Acrobat. You can see here something will appear when I will select the table. So I select the table and you see here the thing is appearing, table design layout. So let's go to the, it was not here before. It only appeared when I selected the table. So here I went to the table design and you can see there are so many samples that you can choose from. You see here, there are so many examples. So let's choose, let me choose something. Okay, I like this one much better, or this one is better. This one is better. Or let's choose this one. Okay, let's choose this one. Okay, this is another style of the table. Now in this table, if you don't like this color, blue, you can simply change this color to how? You see, I am moving my mouse on this top row in the table. I put my mouse by single left click. The table is selected, and then I have to press my left mouse single and keep it pressing and then dragging the mouse towards the hole. And or I can put my mouse here, I can press the shift and I can use the arrow key to select the top row. And then you can go back to the table design. Okay, I think you cannot see it clearly. Now you can see it. So because zoom toolbar was coming on the top. So here you see it is showing shading. So I will click this shading under the table design and I can choose the color I want. For example, I would like to have dark blue color. So I am selecting a dark blue color. Same way, you can remove these colors too in your all table. Maybe you want to have only one color in the rest of your table. So you can select all and then you go here and I want to have one single color for all, maybe the light gray color. Okay. Or you can even have change the color of each row, make one dark, one lighter. So let's make one darker and one lighter. Okay. So this is our table. Now let me make it big full screen so that you can see. Okay. You can now start typing here. So what is the data about Remembrance Day? For example, you can write like how many people celebrate it. You can just use whatever you want to write. For example, here would be the number. Here it would be something else, maybe country. Here can be something else. So now I'm not going into more filling this table completely. I just want to show you a few things. So you see now these words are in the corner, in the left side. Okay, when I type, I want to make it more in the center. So what I will do, I will select the table. You see here, when I move my mouse, few things happen. These are the double lines, you see, and this is also double line this way. This is the double line this way. Okay, and here when I move in the corner, it also turns into the 4 arrows. You see, this is turning into the 4 arrows. These 4 arrows, if I click, it means I can move the table or I can change the settings. For example, I would like to make it more center, and you see everything move to the center of the cell. Okay. Now everything will be in the center in the table. So this is how you do that. And now what are those 2 double lines? For example, those 2 double lines, if I place it here, and for example, if I have to write it here, so long tense, for example, let me make it okay. For example, here I have to just write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now I feel this is too big cell for just 1, 2, 3. So I can modify it. You see here when I move my mouse here are the double lines. I move it. Okay, how to move it? When I move my mouse and it shows the double lines, then I will click single left. I am keep pressing the single left on your mouse and then move your arrow. You have to drag it using your finger. So I am dragging it using my finger. You see? So it is moving there. So for example, the country name, maybe first we can write Germany. We can, you see, when I enter, then it entered within the same cell. it thinks that maybe I want to write more things. So just write here something else. Deutschland. Okay, maybe the other can be Ghana, the other can be Pakistan, the other can be USA, many countries, right? So let me remove actually this also here. Now I have removed it. How? You select, you see my mouse is at the end. So you click the shift and you use the left arrow key and you just simply hit delete key on your keyboard or backspace key and it is gone. Maybe I can write here some other country name, for example, Canada, right? This is how you can make even corrections. Now, for example, here, USA is abbreviation, right? So let's write completely United States of America. Sorry. And maybe I will put here the bracket and here the bracket, right? You see how it appeared now. So it moved automatically to the next line. You can even, if you want to make it on the same line, same way, move your mouse over the line. See these two lines when it appears on the line. Single left click on the mouse, drag it to your right side, okay? And it will be on one line, okay? This is how you play with the table. Now let's make a little bit this. It is very simple and plain presentation. Let's decorate it somehow so it looks nice, okay? So first of all, I would like to make it a bold. So I will make it bold. This is okay, single. Also, I would like to change the style because in presentations are basically when you are having lectures or you are giving the presentations to audience, then you would like to have your presentation look like a beautiful presentation. I will show you one sample later on, okay, at the end. So here is a Remembrance Day. I would like, you see, when I select this, it asks me shape format. I don't need shape format. I only need this. In the shape format, I only need word art styles. So I would like to have this style. I really like this style actually. And I will make it a little bit more bigger. So I will go to the home tab back on the toolbar and it's already bigger. I will make it more bigger, like maybe 88, like this. And maybe I can change the color of this, maybe not yellow. I like blue color, so I will stick with the blue one. Let's take this blue color. Okay. Let's use this also. Maybe I would like to make it italic. I will change it to italic. Now let's go to this slide before I change the decoration. I want my all headings to be bold. So I will change it to the bold. Here also, I will change it to the bold. This is also the heading of the slide. So I will change it to the bold. Now, as this is my blue color main heading, so I will stick with my main headings in the blue color. So I will change it to this blue color in my all slides. Now, what else I can do? Now, what I would like to do is I would like to add some pictures, right? So let's add some pictures here related to the Remembrance Day. So you see when I I move my mouse on this text and I press single click left side of mouse, a box appears. But this box, if you see it, let me zoom it more for you. Okay. Yes, I want to make it more zoom. So if you see here, this is the dotted line. But when I move my mouse over these lines and the 4 arrows appear, I press single left click as soon as these 4 arrows appear. Then you see there is no more dotted lines. It is all straight line. It means the box is selected. Okay, let me go back now because I want to show you. The box is selected. Now here you see there are the circles, this circle, this circle. When I place on the circle, double arrows appear, right? On a single line, like two arrows line appear here, here on every circle. So I will put on the middle circle on this line, and I will click left side and I will drag it to the this side using my finger. You see, it is dragged now. Now here I can insert the picture. This space is free for me. Little bit I will make it up to here so that it looks nice. Okay. You can even change the settings of this. For example, I select it. I go to the shape format. You see shape styles here. So many. Let's either you can choose a style from here, which is shown. Let's select from here. This one. It looks good, right? So here now we can insert, or you can even choose this style yourself. For example, shape fill. You don't like this color. Let's use our own color, blue color, dark blue. And even you don't want to have outline. I don't like to have outline. So I will say no outline. Even shape effects, you can choose shadow you want, this shadow you want, this shadow you want. You want to have a glow. You see the glow appears. When I click the glow appears, right? So let's have a shadow, this one. And then let's have a glow, this one. So you see it looks more beautiful, more interactive, right? Let's make it bold also then. Oh, it is already bold, okay. Okay, let's insert a picture here. I would like to have a picture about Remembrance Day here. So I will go to insert. I will go to maybe 3D models. Let's see if they have any pictures related to Remembrance Day. So because it is about army, let's see. Oh no, they have just a helicopter. Or veteran. No, they don't have any. Or let's have something like security. Okay, so it means they don't have any picture. So let me actually quickly save some picture from Google for a minute, and we can then write a reference here taken from internet. So because I really want to show you how it works. Okay, let me see if I can find something here. Maybe here is something available under icons. Okay, you see here it is available, army. So let's choose this one and let's choose this one, these two. Okay, you see these two. So when I put this picture, different styles appeared on your right hand side. These styles can also appear by clicking the design. For example, if I don't do this, I click design ideas, it will show me different design ideas. So let's choose something from here to make things easier if you want, or you can simply do it as you like to do. So you see there, see more design ideas. You can even click this. You can even see more ideas here. So there are so many ideas that you can choose. Let's choose this one. I like this one. So this is how it will appear, right? So even you can move and play. You can move around. You can play with this. And you can even modify this one. Okay, let's go back to our original settings because I want to show you how to do it yourself. Now, this is the one that I got and this is the one I got. Let's make it bigger. You see the circles again? I will make it bigger. It's about soldiers. And let's make this also bigger. And maybe it's like a protection or a shield, right? So let's put somewhere here in the side or somewhere in the middle. Let's see if I can do the filling. You see, when I click this, before you don't see anything on your top ribbon on the toolbar. But when I select this graphic, it asks you graphic format. And in graphic format, it asks you graphic fill. Do you want to fill? Yeah, I don't want to. I want to have an outline. the same color, the blue outline. You can even change the style of the graphic outline. Let's see if it changes. You see, it changes into this, to these lines, to dots, to this. I like this one more. This one more. So I will stick with it. And maybe let's change the color to more green. Sorry. Control Z. Let's go to the green one. This one looks nice, right? So here, let me go to the dashes. So this looks much better. Okay, I don't need this field now. So we put it here. We can make it even bigger so that it is same as is the size of the, you see, when I move on PowerPoint, these red lines appear. These red lines show you that it is in aligned or not. For example, this red line, which is appearing now on the top of this soldier, it is on the top of my text also. So it means this is in alignment with the text. If I move it down, now it shows this top red line, which means it is in alignment with the top side of the box. So I think I make it more middle. So now the middle red line is, so it shows that it is now in the middle of the box. So I will put it in the middle basically. And then what else you can do? So I inserted a picture, everything. And now let's change the background of this slide, right? So now you can go to the design on your top ribbon, okay? In design, you see there are some different styles. You can click this arrow down and you can choose one of the styles. I mostly like this style, but you can choose this one or this one. I like both of these. So, but you can choose this one also. You can choose, when you choose one slide, then all other slide changes. This is related to the master slide. This was my master slide. So let's choose this one. You see, the more beautiful design ideas came here. So let's choose this one. You see, Remembrance Day by Noin Malik. Okay, let's see if there are design ideas related to this too. I think we don't need for this one because our slide looks good. The only thing we can do it, I think that's all looks good. So you see, this also changed, this also changed. Everything changed because we chose that master deck. Now we have made these slides. What else I can show you? Animation. Let me show you how to do the animation. So for example, here, I don't want this box to appear before when I start this slide, or I want it to appear, but I don't want rest of the lines to appear, right? So I will add the animation. Let's go to the animation on your top side toolbar. I select this the same way and I will add the animation. How it should enter. We will go in more details about more animations in our next course. So I will click fade in. You see it will appear like this, or fly in. It will come like this. Float in. It will come like, let's do it float in. Let's add here also float in. Okay. Now you can go to the animation pan and you can check it. You can move the things around. You can see whatever we added animation pan, it is written on your right hand side. But I'm not going into more details of animation pan. We can check it more on during our intermediate and advanced levels. So now we have these things ready. We have done something today. So you can always click preview. You see, this is how it will look like. And when I added the animation, it is going with the on click duration. I always like to have less duration for my animations, like around 0.01. So I will click both. Like for this, you see, when I move my mouse, I put on the number 1, it's selected. Single left click and it is selected and it is 0.01. Now I will move to the 2 second number, single left click and it is also changed to 0.01. It is with click. What are the other options? I will show you in our next level. Okay. Now let's see how this presentation looks like. This is our first slide, right? We don't have animations here, no animations. Okay. We have animation, sorry, but it is 0, which means it is coming from with previous, which is okay for us. So let's go down. Sorry. Let's go down to, you can see when I move my mouse going down, and here you see different view styles. So I will go to the slideshow. Okay, slideshow is the last thing down for the review, for preview, sorry. So I will click single left click when my mouse is there, and it turns into this, because this is how I will be presenting, right? First slide, now the arrow key. You have to press the arrow keys to go to the next slide. Next slide, you see, only one line is shown. The next line is not shown. Why? Because we added animation to the next slide and we said on click, right? You remember on click, and we changed the time. So I will hit the arrow button again and the next line appeared. You see, I will hit the arrow button again and then next line or the notes appear. If I have to go back, if someone in the attendees or audience asks me a question, can you please go back to your first, and when I am in the next slide, someone will ask me question, can you please go back to your previous slide, I have a question. Then you will go back to use the arrow key, like left side arrow key. So I will go back, you see, it is disappearing, and I'm going back and I'm going forward using my right side arrow keys to go forward, using my left side arrow key to go back. Okay. And if I want to, my presentation has ended now. Here is the last slide. If I want to like go back to my original format, there is an escape key or button on your keyboard. Press that. I have pressed, or I have hit that escape key, and it is escaped, and now I'm back to my presentation. And then you can save it. You go to the file on the top side, you say save as PDF or save as, and it will ask you, got it, it will ask, I want to save it on my PC, and it will ask you where to save. I will click more options, and then I will select, I want to save it on my desktop. It says Remembrance Day PowerPoint. There are so many other options other that I will discuss in the next levels. So I will say save, and it will be saved. Okay. So it will take little 1 minute. It's not responding. My computer is really slow today. I don't know why. Okay, it's done. So I will stop sharing my screen. I think it's we have I have already shown you the basics, and I would like you to prepare an assignment now. Choose any topic you want and prepare 3 or 4 slides of presentation for our next session. Okay. And then because then we can go from there, and I don't want to like show more, it will be too much. So if you have any question, just let me know or type in the chat box. I think we still have 7-8 minutes and we can do that. Please go ahead. Any question you have? Okay, if there is no question, probably we can leave earlier, or sorry?
Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Yes, guys, go back to where you inserted the table. Slide 4. Slide 4.
Okay. Let me go back.
Yes.
share my screen again, okay?
Yes, sure.
And let me go back to the table, right? Here is the table, yeah?
You see that here.
Here is the table, yeah.
The way my
Yeah, what is the question for the table? I cannot hear you, so if you can type in the chat box.
I think what he's basically asking for is the slide for how you did it. If you can like do it once more.
Okay. Okay, let's do it. Let's do it once more. Okay. Okay. So I will move my mouse here. Okay, let's create a table here actually. There are different ways to create the table. Okay, let me move it a little bit up, and maybe I want to create another table. Let's go to insert. You see on the top ribbon, here is the insert. I click this, single left click on the mouse. Here is the table, you see. So single left click. How many rows I have? Let me see. So we can create the same 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 columns. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rows. Okay. Let's insert a table. 5 columns. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 columns. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rows. You see, this is how I inserted it. Now, you see when I move my mouse on the top, it shows these lines or these lines, like double lines. But when I show near the corner, it also shows me 4 arrows. Let me show on the top actually. If it is. You see, these are the 4 arrows. So I will move it down using these 4 arrows. In the middle, you see, the red line appears. And then as soon as I selected this table, another tool open on my toolbar, which is table design. I select this, or you can simply copy paste this design that you already have. How you will do that? You move your mouse over this black table, you see, and then you do single left click. Okay, and the table is almost selected, and then you move here, 4 arrows appear. Click, left click, it is selected. Go to the home and click this paintbrush, format painter. And now I want to do the same format as in this table to this table below. I click simply this. Okay, did not actually copy it. So let's do it manually. Let me do it manually then. Table design, and let me go back here. Black color, you see, and I don't want any lines, so I go to the home, or even to the table design. There is a border. I don't want any border, so you see the border has disappeared. See, so I want to have this red color. Okay, this is not this color. Let me see which color is this. It is not here. More fill colors. So you see, I showed you last time how you can note down the number. So it is this color. I will copy this color, and I will go back. I will go more fill colors, and I will paste this color here. Control V, color paste it. Okay. Now I don't want to have in table design. I don't want to have the inner borders. So inner borders are disappeared. Sorry, I don't want to have that. It disappeared. I don't want to have even this border. I don't want to have any border actually. Okay, so it is here also. I will probably remove the borders completely. So you see, they both table are now same. Okay, so this is how you can even copy paste this table. For example, I hit enter, I go to the next slide, and this slide is also about the data. So let's remove this. Go back to your previous slide. Move your mouse over the top of the table. Click left single click. And when these 4 arrows appear, left single click. Control and C, copy. Go to your next slide. On your keyboard, press Control and V, and table is pasted. And then you can modify this table if this table is something else, about something else. So is it okay now?
Yeah, it's okay.
Okay, any other question before we end the session? I will upload it today. I already shared the links of our previous sessions with Maureen, and she will probably send you, or you can always visit our YouTube channel, Scientudio, to see if the videos are there. So I did it yesterday, so you can see the videos yesterday for previous sessions, even from yesterday for the students one is there. And I will upload this also today, okay? All good? Yeah?
Thank you.
You're welcome. Have a great day and take care, okay?
Same to you. Same to you.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
You don't know how to do this.
Bye-bye.
I'm just smiling. I'm just smiling. Yeah, just sitting down.
Okay, I will end the session now, and I will see your assignments next time, okay?
Okay.
Thank you so much. See you next
You're
time.
welcome. See you.
Okay, bye.
Bye.